Hey everybody, it's your girl BMarie, and I know I haven't done one of these in a while, but today I really want to do a word of the day because I've been getting a lot of my friends going through some things, and I've been praying with you, I've been talking with you, I've been trying to really help you out and help you through it, but I think this message can help a lot of people, so I really want to do this. When you're in the midst of the storm, it's hard to see why you're going through certain things. And it's hard to understand why you're crying so much and why you have to go through it the way you're going through it. But let me encourage you and say this. Even storms have a season after it. Storms don't last always. They might be back to back, they might come hard, they might come slowly, they might drift in and they might leave quickly. But storms don't last always. And the good thing about a storm is it'll sift through certain things that we're trying to hang on to and hold on to. It'll change the characteristics of whatever is in its way. See, we tend to ask God for more, increase, God. I need increase, God. And like this cup, we are full. See, and as full as this cup is, nothing can come into it. Nothing can come into it. So if God even tries to drip something down into it, your wall is up and you're full because of everything you're trying to hold on to. But see, what a storm does, it tips you over. And as you begin to cry and as you begin to go through some things, it empties you to the point where you're crying out. You're no longer holding on to those things that you thought you needed, thought you couldn't live without, but yet you're pouring out. And once you pour out, your wall becomes to crumble and come down to where you're empty. And now in the midst of your emptiness, in the midst of you sitting there wondering, how can I get through it? How can I make it through this storm? I need this. I need that. Where is God? While you're empty, God is saying, let me go ahead and fill you up. It might not happen as fast as you want it. It might not happen exactly the way you want it to happen or the way you wanted to see it. But God is saying, let me fill you up because I had to take you through some things in order for you to become empty. In order for your wall to crumble, I had to take you through some things. So now I can fill you up with what you need and what you want. See, don't ever put a limitation on God because you're in the midst of a storm. Remember, you got to the point that you are because of Him. If you look back over your life, and understand and know this, it was only God that saw you this far. It had nothing to do with who you were, who your parents were, who you knew. It had nothing to do with that, but it was God's favor, God's grace, God's mercy. It was the storms that really taught you who you are. So in the midst of your storm, while you're becoming empty, be careful what you pour back into you. Be careful what you hold on to, because God is trying to fill you with something new. Something that has to be connected to your purpose and your problem and your promise. Your purpose and your promise can be found in the midst of your pain if you sit down and listen. So I encourage you to sit down in the midst of your storm and allow yourself to really release and let go and watch what happens. Watch what you get filled with. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. See, weeping is a process that must happen in order to get to the morning. Peace. I love y'all. Queen.